Oh, what is going on, guys? Ray Sharifi here with the Dirty Hookers. Haven't done a video like this in quite some time now, but yeah, we're gonna do another unboxing. As you can tell, I have quite a few boxes to go through. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start opening up some of these boxes, and we'll see what is inside. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the stuff in some of these boxes you might have already seen me wearing. That's just because I've already opened up a couple of these boxes already, because the day that they come in is like days that I need to use them. And I just think to myself like, oh, I'll just film the unboxing when I get back home from fishing. And that actually just has not happened. I get back home and I'm too tired from fishing, I just go straight to bed. So now I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes that I have to reopen up just to do this unboxing for you guys. First off is a Harbor Hooligans, a little Harbor Hooligans gift. As you can see, we got this new hat right here. Got the new logo with the Hooligans on the back. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and swap that out right now. How's it look? You like it, Hooligans? And then along with that new logo, it goes on to the new sweatshirts. Got the logo on the back right there. Classic Harbor Hooligans, double H right there. Right on the front, on the chest. Unfortunately, the sweatshirts are already sold out, but if you want one of these hats, you go ahead and click on their website. I will leave the link in the description down below if you want to pick up one of these hats, or just in general when he restocks up on all of his product. If you want 15% off on all orders, use discount code DirtyHookers for 15% off on your purchase. Next up is you guys might have seen these already. It's a Baits company that I started personally supporting. Super pleased with this product. You've probably already seen this in 1 or 2 videos on Instagram. Their name is @steel_baits. If you want any of the baits that he makes, he also is working on surface irons right now. So if you want any good swim baits and some surface irons, go ahead and click that link down in the description below in order to go pick yourself up some. They got a really good swim to them. I've been using Big Hammer swim baits literally like my entire life, for as long as I can remember, and I mean, they've been my favorite baits. They're tough, they last, they hold out through a good amount of fish, but I think this might be my new favorite company, to be completely honest with you. They got a really good swim. They wobble a lot in the water. There's tons of action in these, more action than a lot of swim bait companies out there that I've seen. There's a lot of wobble to them with the shape that these are made of, and the tail has a really good side-to-side kick on it. It's nice and flexible lures, but also very tough and durable. I had one swim bait that went through maybe like at least 7 spotted bass, and I mean, obviously that's not a lot, but I hooked like 7 of them, sand bass as well, and it held up perfectly fine. And then after that, I broke off on it, unfortunately, and that was my favorite color. It was the anchovy. The anchovy color has been working really well for me on these steel baits, but they all work very well. I got a bunch of different colors right here: green with black, clear with silver flake, clear with red and gold flake, white, the classic calico red and brown, kind of like sandworm color, and then I lost the sardine color and the anchovy color, which were my 2 favorite colors. Unfortunately, I already lost those 2, but now I got these ones to work with. Like I said, very pleased with that company. Very pleased with their product. He makes very good swim baits. Next off, Amazon box. This one is one of the opened ones already. Okay, so if you guys remember, got a ticket recently for texting and driving even though my phone was on speaker. Literally answered the phone, placed my phone down on speaker, but the fact that I picked up my phone and pressed answer and the cop saw the phone in my hand for that split second he considered it texting and driving. And I told him too. I was like, do you want to look at my phone? Like, I haven't texted anyone 5 minutes before, and I'm probably not going to text anyone within the next 5 minutes either, because I'm driving and I don't text and drive. Oh, new law states you cannot have phone in your hand whatsoever. It needs to be on your dash. So I got a dash mount for my phone. I got some new sunglasses. They're called Mary's. Also on Amazon. I just looked up polarized glasses, and I don't like to spend a whole lot on glasses. I mean, because I plan on either losing them or breaking them in the future, but very stoked on these ones. They got aluminum framing on the sides, nice dark tint to them, and it reduces glare on the water and on windshields of cars. Any kind of reflective objects reduces a lot of glare. So these are very, very key when fishing. I cannot stand fishing without polarized glasses. Next, I bought a battery charger and extra battery for my GoPro, because for some reason the GoPro batteries don't last that long on the new Hero 5. So I have to start stocking up on extra batteries. Along with that, it's not in this box, but I will show you guys what else I got in a second. But so now I have 3 batteries and a portable charger, so that's nice. Next, I got wireless headphones. Don't really got to pull that out because obviously it explains itself. Wireless Bluetooth headphones, that's mainly for work, but if I'm ever fishing solo, I'll definitely be bringing those. So let's see what's in here. Alright, so in here, so like I said, some of this stuff has already been opened because I needed to use it on the spot. Speaking of which was this shaky head itself, not necessarily the Senko, but I bought a couple packs of these shaky heads, and I'm glad I did, and because this is the exact Senko and shaky head right here that I caught my personal best largemouth bass on, which was 7.36. Still super hyped on that. I'm going to be uploading the full video of hookup to land on Instagram here soon. Let's see if we can make it go viral. That would be very cool if I can get a video that goes viral landing a absolute slaunch. Got some big swim baits. Savage Gear 3D Glide swim bait. There's a couple different colors. I got the chrome because it kind of mimics a shad. The striper season is definitely going to be picking up here soon as the weather gets hot enough. And another swim bait right there, because that one's a shad color but also kind of mimics a bluegill, so I figured that one's very universal. But I'm going to start trying to throw out some bigger swim baits. Right there, got some Savage Gear 3D bait fish in the 3-inch size. They kind of resemble mullets, which is very good because yeah, they resemble mullet, and I'm pretty stoked on that. Little 3-inch mullets, and also they kind of resemble shad as well. So those will be good for striper and maybe halibut. Little 3-inch baits for halibut, sand bass, anything that wants to eat a little 3-incher. All right. So along with that battery pack that I got for the GoPro, I also loaded up on some new 64 gigabyte SD cards. I got one right here that I already opened, and this one has not opened yet. And I also had to start loading up on these for another reason, which I will be telling you about in the next box that I open up. So I'm going to place those to the side so I don't lose those. Put those right back in the box. Obviously, they're not still on here, but I got some wacky weedless finesse shrooms, or otherwise known as Ned Rig hooks. Got a bunch of Ned Rig hooks, like 4 packs maybe. Got a couple packs of these as well. Got a new reel. Already spooled it up since this was an already open box, but spooled up new reel. It is the Cast King Speed Demon. For those of you who haven't heard of the Speed Demon, this is one of the, if not the, fastest reel on the market right now. It's 9.3 to 1 gear ratio, and it's got 12 plus 1 ball bearings, It only holds about 260 yards of 12-pound test. It doesn't have a huge spool. I went ahead and put 15-pound on here just because I wanted to be able to throw swim baits on this for striper. I'm not kidding when I say this reel is extremely fast. It took me literally like less than a minute to spool this whole thing up. It was 15-pound test, so it obviously that saved some time as well. But still, like literally a minute to fill up this whole spool. So that was pretty incredible. I'm not gonna lie about that. All right, let's put that aside. Obviously, that big package that you see in the thumbnail is gonna be the rod that goes with this. I'll open that next. But like I said, I wanted to talk more about what is in here and why I needed more SD cards. All right, so what's all in here is the reason why I needed some more SD cards. Well, I needed more SD cards in general, but I was just gonna buy like one or two at a time every time I went on Amazon, like once a month maybe. I just went ahead and bought 4 64 gigabyte SD cards for the reason of what is in this box right here. So, to start things off, we got some resistant bands in the neon green color. Whoa, you might be thinking, why do I have resistant bands? The East Coast fishers might be able to figure it out here shortly once I start pulling everything out right now. As you can see, there's 2 more SD cards. Right there, 64 gigabytes, both of them are 64 gigabytes. So, there's not a whole lot in here, but this is, let's see if you can figure it out if you're on the East Coast. Or just in general, if you can figure it out. So, here's all what I got. Got some crimps, steel leader, some 1/0 treble hooks, 130 pound, 150 pound, I don't know. Very, very strong barrel swivels, and some elastic tubing. If you're on the West Coast, all this must just look like a bunch of junk to you. But if you're on the East Coast, that might scream CUDA tubes. For those of you who don't know what a CUDA tube is, it's basically about a 12-inch piece of literally elastic tubing with some steel wire that goes through the middle and a treble hook on the end and one more in the middle. Obviously you need the crimps to crimp down the treble hooks, but what that does is you cast it out and you reel literally as fast as humanly possible, and you just keep on cranking it and cast out, cranking, cast out, cranking over and over and over again. And they just drive Barracuda crazy, at least on the East Coast. I don't know if it'll work here. Barracuda here are kind of a bit different. But yeah, on the East Coast, those, I guess technically they're called Great Barracuda, but out there, I mean, everyone just calls them Barracuda. I guess they just go crazy over them. And these tubes apparently kind of spin in the water like that, which is why I needed the barrel swivels. But they spin in the water, and I guess it kind of makes an optical illusion, which makes the thing look like it's going in a weird S-shape, crazy pattern. So yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff to make some CUDA tubes. I also have some stuff in my room right now to make some wooden spooks between like 7 to 10 inch spooks, and I'm going to be making those as well. I'm going to be fishing mainly topwater and CUDA tubes out in, I didn't even tell you guys yet what these are for. So we're going to Cancun here soon I think at the beginning of July. We're going to go to Cancun, and I've been talking to a fishing guide out there. He actually started off as one of my viewers, and he's honestly a really cool dude. I've been talking to him for the past like maybe 6 months, 8 months at this point, and now I get the chance to go fish with him. He runs a fishing guide out in Cozumel, but Cozumel to Cancun is about a 2-hour boat ride, and I hit him up and asked if he would be willing to meet up when I'm out in Cancun, and he said, yeah, let's do it, let's shoot some content for your channel. So we are gonna meet up officially and fish together. And I got a huge list of bucket list fish that I want to knock off my bucket list. But I'm gonna just hand it to him, and I'm gonna say, knock off as many fish on here as you possibly can in one day. And I already told him that, and he said he's up for the challenge. So we're gonna see how many fish he can put me on in one day. There's a lot of marlin fishing out there, sailfish fishing. Honestly, a billfish is my last priority fish, to be honest. I wanna have a crazy day of fishing, whether that means like a million Dorado, a million. I could have fun catching Jack Crevalle. I mean, Jack Crevalle, the Bonita out there, or false albacore, whatever you guys know him as. No, those aren't bullet tuna. Mackerel tuna, whatever you guys know them as. Yeah, I could have fun catching those all day long. Barracuda. Those are all somewhat called trash fish as to Florida fishers out there. Those are all literally on my bucket list to knock those off my fish list species. And the Cuda tubes and the spooks are going to come into play just shore fishing mainly, because it's a family vacation, so most of the fishing is going to be from the shore. If all goes to plan, I'm going to be meeting up with my buddy, and he's going to take me offshore fishing, which is going to be awesome. I'm so jacked for that. So yeah, that's what that is for. That's what this is all for. And last but not least, let's go ahead and open up this very large box. I got 2% right now, so I'm going to make this quick. This is another item that I've already opened up in the past, so I'm going to tell you I'm not stoked to open up again. Because look at that, I got a big long box, and inside that, I got a big long box. The more and more rods that I order online, I get more and more angry. I mean, obviously they're taking the precautions and making sure your rods are extra safe, but it's the first time I've had a double boxed fishing rod before. It's pretty absurd. So what I got here is the Cast King Royale Legend. I got it to pair with my Cast King Speed Demon, and it is a 7-foot 6-inch fast action extra heavy power rod. Its line rating is 14 to 30 pound, and it casts lures of 1/4 ounce to 2 ounce lures. That might seem like very light lures to be able to cast, but I'm going to tell you right now, this thing has a ton of backbone. It is super stiff, and it's very powerful, and you could easily get away with casting like 3 ounce lures. I don't know if I would go much heavier than a 3 ounce lure, but yeah, this can still cast some pretty big lures. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this short on this. If you want to see an actual review on this rod and the Speed Demon, let me know, and I will do a first cast and a review on it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this on the camera, and I'm gonna hop onto my computer and wrap it on up here. Alright, so that is actually all I got for you guys today. I don't really know what else to say. Kinda talked quite a bit throughout this whole video. So, you guys know what all I have now. You know what all I have planned with everything there that I unboxed it. You know everything that I have planned that I've unboxed it. Don't forget to check the links in the description below to check out Steel Baits and also Harbor Hooligans. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.